Hello friends and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, you may remember a couple days ago when I did the Buzzard Billy's restaurant, I hit that Halloween store called Spirit Halloween on the way home. And I noticed that they were there. I'd seen the sign a few days earlier and decided to check it out, but unfortunately they weren't open yet. Now it actually turns out I shot that video like 9 days ago. So a few days ago I actually for real went over and checked out the place, and they are open now. So and I've been inside. It's got some really great stuff. So I'm gonna go check that out and let's go see what's in there. All right, here we are. Like I said, we were here about a week ago and they weren't open yet. I actually suspect that this is probably the same place run by the same people that was supposed to be at that Toys R Us that we went to about 2 weeks ago where we couldn't find it. Probably just got a better deal on this storefront. So let's go in and check it out. So much fun, it's scary. Oh yeah, gotta get ready for the Halloween parties. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. They got the finger knives too, that's cool. That's a cool shirt. If it wasn't long sleeve, I'd probably get one. And of course, a lot of these places are about props and Halloween costumes and stuff like that. You know, I'm not generally that much into those. I'm not into the costume end of things, but I do love the props. Harry Potter accessories if you need those. If you ever wanted to be a member of Slytherin, now's your chance. Oh, that's cool. You can get a Ghostbusters ghost trap. That's cool. And a PKE meter too. Who wouldn't want one of them? And I always love the big Halloween props like that, like this thing. Let's see if this guy's working here.
Step right up.
Oh yeah.
Step right up here. You'll nice, very tasty, healthy. Come here. Wow, you're a fast one. And the head and the foot, that's how any part will do.
They just got this one running on autopilot here. This is cool too. Okay, let's see if we can make this guy run here. I don't know if he's supposed to say anything or if he just moves like that. He kind of did a kind of thing, but that was all I heard from him. Like great setup here. They got these little things that you can look at, really cool. See if we can bring this guy to life. They got a step here, mat here, so let's see if we can get him going. Oh yeah, that's a good one. So some of my fog machines have kind of gotten old over the years. Might have to get a new one here. They're actually really inexpensive here. Usually a 1,000-watt fog machine would be like $100, but you know, 79, 80 bucks. That's not bad. And it's very cool. They got 4-foot-long blacklight bulbs here. You can't usually find those. Usually the best you can do are these 18-inch things, or even just like blacklight bulbs, and those don't really give you the same effect. You got to have a fluorescent bulb to do it right, because you got to get the ultraviolet content. Strobe lights, of course, I love the strobe lights. Although my personal experience, a lot of them now that they're doing, they have LEDs in them, and my experience is the LEDs just don't have, just can't flash fast enough to give you the effect. You really got to go with one of these xenon bulbs. Those are cool. Those will flash, you know, maybe 10, 15 times a second. Best to get out of here is maybe 3 or 4 times a second, and that just doesn't do it. Over here we have the skeleton section. You can get full-size skeletons, miniature skeletons, looks like extraterrestrial skeletons, skeleton parts, you know, everything you need. And if you want a snake skeleton, you know, 2-headed snake skeleton, you got it there. Bird skeletons, even an octopus skeleton. Who could ask for more? Everything you'd need if you wanted to be a witch. Flying lesson signs. If you're out of candy, like that ever happened to me. Books of brews, spells, and potions. All of your law enforcement costumes, depending on, you know, which side you're on. If you're going to be on the criminal side or on the police side. Handcuffs, guns, everything you'd need. Taser. Oh, and who couldn't live without rhinestone handcuffs? Nice. And just to be diverse here, in case you ever wanted one of those helmets that they could put beer cans on, here you go. This is a place to be. And all the posable life-size dummies you might need. Remote controls to allow you to trigger multiple devices at once. That's kind of cool. Crystal balls. Yeah, that's what you need. Everyone needs one of those. Psychic readings. Ouija board themed cups and all that fun stuff. So this guy clearly does something. There's electronics behind it. I don't know if he moves or if it's just, it looks like maybe his eyes glow or something. That could be cool. Oh yeah, her too. This one does something too, but he's not plugged in. I'm guessing he moves the head around, the head swings around, and maybe even talks. I would guess those eyes probably glow too. Just watched the remake of Dawn of the Dead the other night. Reminded me of the baby from that. Okay, yeah, they're pretty creepy too. Kind of expecting him to start moving and jumping out at me here. And I would guess that when this turns on, this thing kind of pops out from behind the tombstone. So then I just accidentally stepped on the step here plate on this one and got this guy going too. So let's see if we can start him up again. Sometimes there's like a time delay on them so that they don't start up over too many times in a row. There he goes. I bet you that one looks like that's a lot of fun. I wonder if they got one of those running out here. Zombie hunters only beyond this point. Okay, advice taken. For all your makeup needs to do anything you might want to do here. Great assortment of walking canes here if you want. That one's kind of cool. Very cool. All the sword props you'd need, including ninja swords. Who wouldn't want a pair of them? Oh yeah, baseball bats and axes and all that. Yeah, that's good stuff. Big collection of masks here, depending on what you're looking for. I tend to gravitate towards the more scary things like this versus the more humorous. But yeah, these are pretty cool looking. It's interesting, they got Michael Myers all over the place, but I haven't seen a single Leatherface over here. They got plenty of chainsaws, those are all over the place. You'd think in Texas they'd have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, at least somewhat. And over here you get into the animal masks, so if you ever wanted to be a dog, or a white fox, I guess. Yeah, they get you covered. Hey buddy, can you tell us why the chicken crossed the road? No? Alright, figured I'd ask. How about you? Can you tell us why the duck crossed the road? Nope. Nothing to say, huh? Right, so let's see if they got anything cool in here. Guess these are things that you can put on your TV, put your TV sideways and play this. I actually saw this a couple days ago. I think when I was in here they had like a shark that came up and crashed into the window. See if we can get that to happen for us here. So this was a little frustrating because I put the camera on this for like 5 minutes and hoping something would come up, because I've been through here like 3 or 4 times, and each time within 5 seconds of me walking in here, you know, the shark would come up on the screen, but I stood here for like 5 minutes and couldn't get it to happen. Then I realized there's a sensor on the ceiling, and when you walk close to it, that's what sets it off. So yeah, I just kind of waved my hand in front of it. That was how I got it to go. I was thinking if this was kind of the trick that they were doing for it, you know, if it's every 7 minutes or 10 minutes or something, the thing comes on, then that's not going to be a very effective prank. But If it gets set off by something, then that's the way to do it. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta play with things to figure out how they work. Just some spooky fish going by here, that's cool. Alright, yeah, and here's where you go to get all your tombstones. Half off if you buy one. Full price, you get the next one half price. That's cool. And who wouldn't want a jumping spider for their Halloween attraction? And it's like half price, people. Doormats. Lovely. In case you've ever been wondering whether you could be a piece of poo for Halloween, yes you can. And if you're into Star Wars, they got you covered here. Everything you'd want. Darth Vader mask. Want to be a stormtrooper? Now you can be Groot too. You can even be Rick and Morty if you want. I'm guessing the alcohol is sold separately. I think I found him. Probably wondering how many times I'm going to tell that joke. Just as many times as it keeps getting a laugh. Because what kid has never dreamt about going out for Halloween as a cheeseburger? A boogie hand grenade. Where's this thing been all my life? Who's never wanted to do a beer bomb out of a skull? Now you can. Cut off fingers. You know, that was just on my shopping list. And those of you who didn't like the snakes at the zoo, yeah, we got you covered. Alright, I was looking at this press here button on the candy dish for this guy. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. What do you got to say about that, huh? Yeah, I know. That was kind of my feeling, too. Those are kind of cool, too. And they're also on special. You buy one, you can get the next one at half price. So they're doing a lot of that stuff around here. Time to stock up, everyone. Yeah, I think that would kind of creep me out a little bit, too. A Nightmare on Elm Street throw pillow. Who's not wanted one of those? An Area 31 capsule with an alien in it. Shouldn't it be Area 51? I wonder if somebody owns the copyrights to that. Good dog. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Yep, there he is.
Everybody has good childhood memories of the carnival. Follow me. I promise we will give you some new memories you will never forget.
Yeah, so it's guaranteed when we get closer to Halloween, if I verify that I'm not working on Halloween night, that I'll definitely be back here. This place was a lot of fun. So that was Spirit Halloween. I hope you enjoyed that. That was actually a lot of fun. I was telling the guy on the way out that I'm definitely going to have to check in this place a little bit closer to Halloween, you know, once I verify whether I'm working or not. But yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in here. I can definitely enjoy a place like that. So that's all I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Pleasant dreams.